All right, everybody. We are getting ready to go start our second matchup of the day. That is between Kommando Delta and Chimera Crew. Kommando Delta is the visiting team, so Chimera Crew will get all two out of the three defenses in this game. What we're going to do is let's go ahead and start taking a look at Kommando Delta. As a team, they're still looking for their first win in the league. Down 0-6 at the moment. Their best map is Embassy Raid. SlayX, man, has been doing very well in cost for Kommando Delta. 62% as a team, though. They have lost against 1-9 and Mob the first time they're facing Chimera Crew, trying to show that they can at least bleed out Chimera Crew, you know, and maybe, you know, turn what their the opinions of people on them in the league. Chimera Crew is up 6-0 in the league so far. Undefeated. Embassy Raid is also their best map. Ganon has the highest cost with the team average. The team is at 71%. The team! That is crazy. Once again, just undefeated at the moment. It's pretty crazy to see like those kinds of numbers. And when we're talking about, you know, cost, you gotta talk about Ganon, man. Ganon's sitting up there ranked number 1. And his kills are at 43, 22 deaths. 12 of his kills have come from the shield. And if I were to show all the stats that like Ganon's top at, I would need more slides. It's just crazy. He's got a 1.95 kill death ratio and a kill per round of 1.08. He's averaging at least 1 kill every time he spawns in. That is kind of nuts. And then, of course, you know, up on the other side, ZeqoT last week was so impressive. He got Player of the Week for week number 2, and he is going up against SlayX. You know, 52 kills for ZeqoT. ZeqoT and SlayX both lead the league on entry, though. So when both of them answer the door, we'll see how they will fare facing off against each other. You know, at a +5 entry in the league. Multi-kill rounds, ZeqoT has 17 of them. And SlayX, you know, has 11, which is very good. We saw Flaw Like an Eagle earlier who had 12 at the beginning of play this week. But, you know, ZeqoT's 17 multi-kill rounds is a really high number. And ZeqoT's someone that I have watched play for the longest time. And he's always been that way, where he's really high on the kill-death ratio. He's always been that player. And continues to be that player as we go into the league. All right, so Kommando Delta looking for their first win of the season. Chimera Crew undefeated. We're gonna see if Kommando Delta can come together now and at least, you know, take a couple of games or one game against this Chimera Crew team, or if the nightmare continues for Kommando Delta. That's SlayX and Kommando Delta versus Ganon and Chimera Crew. Next on X. Right, both teams are ready to go, and we are ready to watch. It is Kommando Delta and Chimera Crew in game number 1. For Kommando Delta, you have Hendrix, Nintex, Artist, Flex 87, Crusader 72, and for Chimera Crew, they are made up of Techno, ZeqoT, tMaskk, Ganon, and Raw.
Planning table to find the bomb.
And we are going to look at a basement spawn for Chimera Crew. They're not going to take any chances. Raw is going to watch that first floor kitchen. Ooh, this should be pretty.
Locate and defuse the bomb.
Kommando Delta is going to spawn 3-2. Got 2 of them on the back, 2 of them on the front. Raw is ready and waiting for anyone to come across the kitchen, but then gives it up. No one's going to swing across that kitchen window anyway. Should be interesting to see how these two teams meet against each other, because these are teams that they have different paces of play. You know, Chimera Crew is usually pretty aggressive. Kommando Delta is not as quick on the draw, or they don't rush as hard. But they are a team that we have seen make adjustments throughout the game, and that can be a pretty dangerous encounter for Chimera Crew. You know, as it gets later into the game, they adjust like no other team. Oh no, when we tMaskk will pick up 2 kills there. ZeqoT coming up down from below gets a kill on Crusader. It is 2v5. But yeah, so talking about how Kommando Delta an artist gets tMaskk. They like their record does not reflect their round performance. If you look at their round performance, they do seem to figure it out, you know, as they're learning a lot of the other teams. Kommando Delta is probably kind of like a little bit of an outlier team, if you will, and Ganon will get artist, where like meaning that they haven't really played these teams all that much that they're playing now in the league. You know, where like Mob and 1-9 and Chimera Crew regularly have faced each other. So Kommando Delta is learning about their opponents, and then you see the adjustments happen each game. I think this is a team that, you know, I wouldn't necessarily count them out for the whole season, but if you look at later half of the season, how, you know, I think as they figure out people and learn a little bit about how the teams play, they're going to come out and be a little more aggressive. Nintex is just focused on that power stairs door. Sees the shield now. Getting pushed out. And now he's pinched on both sides. Nintex will end up getting ZeqoT, but Techno gets Nintex from the other from behind ZeqoT. See Techno, ZeqoT, tMaskk, and Ganon all picking up kills there. Raw enjoying the show. But yeah, for Kommando Delta, it's just and I think that's part of the reason why you see Kommando Delta play as slow as they do, is because they're still trying to learn the pushes and the tendencies of these teams that they're going up against.
Use the planning table to find the bomb.
And so as we do a 3rd floor spawn here, 3rd floor might be the first time we see 3rd floor, because we only saw, yeah, we saw Mob and 1-9 play Cafe 14. This is only the 2nd time in the league that we've seen Cafe 14 play.
Locate and defuse the bomb.
Chimera Crew has strategically banned Hotel Trouble at all opportunities, so no one knows how Chimera Crew performs on Hotel Trouble. And ZeqoT just locked in on the hook, gets artist on the way up. Can't peek out yet because, oh, he might just have enough to see. Oh, Techno will get Hendrix on the rappel. Raw gets a kill on Crusader. And it's Nintex. Oh, Nintex gets killed by Raw out in the window. And ZeqoT will take out Techno as he's killing Flex. Oh, no. ZeqoT was a player of the week, by the way, last week. And he was the only player out of everyone in the league to have greater than a 1.0 kill-death ratio in every game he played. And ZeqoT, like as I mentioned during the pregame, is that guy that you can always count on to get the, you know, to get the KDR. You know, he's always got the higher KDR in any, you know, league he's in, and any encounter he's in most games. He's #1 in the league right now in KDR.
Locate and defuse the bomb.
3-2, or that was actually 2-2-1 was the spawn split there. tMaskk will get Crusader on the rappel, and Artist. Well, we can't find him. There we go. There's Artist. Artist gets a kill there to the refrag to even it up. Flash out by Hendrix. Oh no, did he flash his teammate there? Techno gets Hendrix with the C4. Raw will get Nintex. We all get flashed, you know, regardless of who we're spectating, as long as we watch one person who gets flashed. And Techno gets Flex out on the push, and a little behind on Techno as he pushes in there, but does get him. Artist will get killed by ZeqoT. Push back in. Chimera crew gets the first 3 defend rounds, and now they're on the attack. 5 kills for Techno. So Techno only played in week 1, but he's still #2 in the league in cost.
Use the planning table to find the bomb.
And Kommando Delta will also choose to go to the basement. Kommando Delta is also a team that you don't usually see have a roamer. They
Deploying in 10
They
seconds.
typically like to stay on site, and if they do have someone roam, it will be SlayX. SlayX not in this game.
Locate and defuse the bomb.
Early frag. You see Ganon's up on top, just checking for any roamers. I mean, this is the team that I think most people might know or be aware that they don't really use a roamer, but you know, of course, when you expect them to do one action all the time, that's when they will mix it up on you. Ganon hears the C4 on the other side, and I think it just got exploded. He was throwing a frag to maybe try to explode it, but he... Yeah, the C4 just exploded before he even pushed in. Techno picked up a kill there. Kind of hold this really tight angle. The Artist is set up for possible crossfire, though, between Artist and Hendrix. So, yeah, so one is down, one is up. Trying to avoid that crossfire that way. And, Flex will get Ganon. Ganon will get Crusader. He's holding a gnarly little angle there behind that cutting table. Late on the flashlight, you know, peeking through the doorway. That's ZeqoT in there. No, sorry, that was Raw, because Raw is the one with the shotgun. And ZeqoT gets killed by Artist on the push. Raw will get Flex, who was in that red room. As tMaskk pushes in, Hendrix will get the kill there. He's out of ammo to take care of anybody else. 2v2. Artist has trouble on the right, but he might be ignoring it. No, that was Raw. Raw relocated all the way around. And... see if... yeah. On the rush to get away from the nade, Techno will spot Artist. Hendrix is all that's left, avoiding that nade. Pushing in is Techno, knowing exactly where Hendrix is. After revealing himself a couple of times there. Raw might be going for the defuse at any point here. He is. Yeah, it says Techno's holding the point. Raw has no choice but to peek out. A little late there on the rush, and Techno will get him on the run. Chimera Crew will take the 4th round.
The bomb has been defused.
Techno with 8 kills. And Ganon is the one that he's 3-2 right now. He also has a really high killed to death ratio. But the numbers individually that he puts up on the kill side and the death side may not necessarily always be so high because he plays the shield. He's usually in that support role. And then he's aggressive with it. He knows how to use it. Like I said earlier, he leads the league in shield kills with 12. He's played 6 games and he's got shield kills at a rate of 2 kills per game. I know some people are lucky if they get 1 kill in 12 games. Heck, in 12 days with the shield. And you see Chimera Crew will go ahead and look for a roamer. This time, Crusader will roam for Kommando Delta. And Raw will go ahead and push in without the shield. Crusaders watching these. Sees shield on the left. Raw is going to get behind Ganon instead of pushing in and not get down. There's another shield kill for Ganon. Intex will turn away from the flash. Notice on the other side of that door and blow it up, but not get anybody there. That's Techno once again, holding this tight angle that he's very good at getting a kill through this angle as ZeqoT gets a kill on Flex and Nintex and then gets taken out by Artist. Now Techno pushes into crossover, gets Hendrix. Ooh. That is a tight one, and then Ganon will come in to get the kill on Artist to make it 5-0. And you see this angle here is so tight. There's ZeqoT getting killed by Artist, and Techno just gets... using that narrow gap. Techno has such good reflexes on his shots that yeah, he can make those happen. And for Techno, it's 9 kills and 2 deaths. Artist was top fragger for Kommando Delta, and he has a 1.0 KD. A rough go against Chimera Crew in game number 1 of this series.